Hi everybody, I'm Brianna with Arty Party and I'm going to be teaching you how to paint this painting. For this painting, you are going to need yellow, black, white, blue, and pink. And yes, my hands are already painted on. You are going to need a 1-inch brush, a flat brush, and a detail brush. Then you're going to need a glass of water and some paper towels. I will go ahead and link everything down below on what you need. Okay, so first I am going to start on the background and you're going to need your 1-inch brush. And I'm going to go ahead and dip it in my yellow and make sure you kind of scrape it off on the side here so it's not a whole bunch. Then I'm going to start in the middle. And use brush strokes going this way and this way. The reason why I'm doing it so slowly is because if you do that, it can totally splatter out of here and land in your walls. When you're done with your yellow, take some paper towel and dry off your brush. I'm going to be dipping into my pink. I'm going to start right here. And down below. Once I'm satisfied with that, I'm going to go ahead and dry off my pink. Once that's a little dry, I'm going to use the dry paintbrush and blend them together. I'm going to dry it again. Put it together. Great, now I'm going to go ahead and move on to my blue. I'm going to be doing the same technique. Drying my brush. And blending. And as you can see, this yellow and this pink aren't totally blended, and that's okay, because this is going to be our sky and this is going to be our water. And if they are blended, that's totally okay too. Now is the time to fix anything you find on your background that you want to fix. Like for me, I would like to add a little more blue. Here is the fun part. We're going to take the white and we're going to dip our finger in it like that. Then we're going to make the sun. Just like that. Now you'll go ahead and take this brush, dip it in the white. Make sure you're going this way and not this way, because this way will create a big line where this one will create a small line. I'm going to start at the top here. This is where our water is going to start. Then we're going to go ahead and make lines going all the way down. Go ahead and dry it off. And we're gonna make our top here start off bigger, and we're gonna go smaller, like that. I'm gonna start kind of like this. Then we're gonna get smaller. Done doing that, you can go ahead and dry this off because we are going to be using this again. Now we're going to be dipping it in the black paint. And we're going to start about right here. I'm going to bring it in to there. We're going to dry it off again. I'm grabbing paint because I didn't let it dry all the way. But if you did let it dry, you won't have my problem. And then I'm going to make a big hump right here, going down, back out. You can make the hills however you'd like. I'm going to move on to the next hill. I'm going to dip it in the black again. And then I'm going to take it from here, about right there. Dip it in my black again. And I'm going to start it up here. Bring it down, like so. And then I'm going to go like this. But you are free to do your hill however you'd like. And when you're done with that, just go ahead and fill it in. And once you're done with that, we're going to go ahead and dry it off once more. And now we're going to work on trees. So we're going to dip it in the black paint again. And then we're going to go and make a big tree like this. One line up. Then I'm going to make another tree right here. And a little tree right here. Then we'll make some trees in the background. Great. Now that I have the tree stubs, now I'm going to go ahead and make the leaves. This, that, so just two little flaps. Another one here. And another one here. Then I'm going to go ahead and make little brush strokes down. Like that. I'm going to do the same thing for all of them. Just one right here, 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 and one right here. And if you do what I did, you get a little something else. Don't worry, just wait for it to dry and go over it again. This one, I'm going to add a couple of more. Didn't work on those too much since they were just really tiny background trees. And I just added one more on this tree. That is still gray. Okay. Now I'm going to use the same flat brush Dip it in my black again and make sure to flatten it out. I'm gonna make some little grass coming out of where the trees are. And you can do this with your detail brush if you'd like. Now after that, I'm going to take the same brush, put it in the black, and I'm going to make some little birds. Like so. And after that, I do want to add a little more white down here. Kind of like that. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Refill this in so you don't really see the streaks. And after that, you are done. I'm gonna do an A and a P for Arty Party. If you're interested in doing more fun and easy paintings like this, look at the link below and we will have more for you on there. Thank you.